Agents of Damned is a podcast intended for adults, featuring mature content that includes, but is not limited to, cursing, swearing, vulgar language and themes, verbal depictions of sexual themes and ideas, and potentially triggering depictions of depression, alcoholism, horror, and emotional and verbal abuse. Listener discretion is advised.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Agents of Damned, our Let's Play D&D podcast featuring myself, your sometimes benevolent, often malevolent dungeon master, Jordan Roman. And, as always, I am joined by my fellow players.
Hi guys, I'm Katie, and I play Faith.
Hey everyone, I'm Christina, and I play Wintera.
And I'm Drew McLean, and by the passive aggression in my Texan blood, I play the good Dr. Arlo Aegon.
It's a new flair.
That is a new flair, I like it.
Yeah. There's some lore to it.
Secret
lore.
Alright, you two,
Secret
please
lore.
keep in your pants.
Secret lore, secret lore.
I was thinking that same thing.
Through the mountains.
Secret
lore.
lore.
What is happening?
Nothing.
Don't worry about it.
We're just talking about some bangers, man.
And MASH.
England.
Fucking hell.
I think you mean bloody hell. Moving on.
So,
Just
yeah.
ensuring we never have a London audience. If
If that
Cheerio.
I'm boldly assuming your Cockney accent hasn't already.
I don't have a Cockney accent.
Exactly. So, last time we got to see a little bit of how the end of the world has been affecting two of our agents, but we still got a third one to talk about that was largely absent last time, huh?
Howdy.
But before we dive into the marvelous misadventures of Arlo, how about a recap? Last time, 6 months had passed since the battle with Vincent. In that time, the world had been overridden with nightmarish creatures known as Nightwalkers. These creatures, nearly unkillable to most adventurers, caused the world to become splintered and separate. Damned was trapped in the city of Neverwinter, with Ryan completely isolating herself from the others. During all of this, Wintera had been busy working with the other casters of the city to establish defenses for those who specialize in summons, like herself. Following one such session, she met up with Sibo, who had come to Neverwinter with the rest of Silvery Moon as refugees. Wintera learned that her family was also among them, and that the residents of the late Silvery Moon were only able to escape thanks to the sacrifice of Niavra Yaldrin. After a sorrowful goodbye, Wintera went to meet up with her family. While the reunion was initially joyous, there was little in the ways of good news to be shared on either side. Otelo then took Wintera aside to teach her how to commune with the lords and ladies of the Feywild. Wintera took the opportunity to speak with Ulorian, one of the twin lords of the Spring Court and the keeper of the Jockbirds. During their discourse, Wintera learned that the actions of Vincent and the emergence of the Nightwalkers was having an impact on the Feywild as well. Wintera promised to do what she could as the shepherd before the two awkwardly parted ways. Saith, meanwhile, had been spending most of her time doing research on the various deities of the Forgotten Realms. Modi, as per his usual taunting, goaded Saith about how no god would take her, and that she would be forever reliant on his powers. Saith had finally had enough of the loathsome devil and told him off, stating that it was him that needed her, and not the other way around. In a fury, Asmodeus revealed his true form and began to forcibly take over Saith's body and mind. While she put up a valiant resistance, Saith was ultimately no match for the king of the Nine Hells. As her sense of self faded into nothingness, a mysterious figure, donned in black feathers, stopped Asmodeus from completing the possession. The figure revealed himself to be Varus, and, after forming a pact with Saith, he banished Asmodeus back to the Nine Hells. Varus then explained to Saith that after his death, he had entered service with the Raven Queen, and through the pact they had just formed, he and Saith were now bound together in soul and service. Later that night, Saith and Winterra met back up at their quarters to tell each other of the day's events. During this, Winterra expressed her frustration with the fact that Arlo had gone rogue, and that the two hadn't seen him since the appearance of the Nightwalkers. It was then that the other captains of the damned teams arrived, alongside Barden, looking for Arlo. Saith mentioned some aid she had been looking into to locate their wayward friend. With flawless dramatic timing, Milo revealed himself, claiming to know where Arlo had been all this time. And thus, we resume our tale. Arlo. We're going to take a step back in time. It is within the first few weeks of you all having first shown up in Neverwinter. You guys have your temporary base set up, but even at this point, Ryan has become scarce. Not really showing up for anyone, and you and all the other operatives are just sort of at a loss, unsure of what you should be doing, and you figured you've taken the time to open up to Ryan a little bit and get to know her as more than just your boss. If anyone could get her to come out and start helping again, it'd be you, right?
Arlo comes up to, the door of Ryan's office that she kind of has herself swirled away in, just, very, lightly knocks. And, it says, Ryan, it's me. I need to talk to you.
You hear nothing.
Ryan, I think you know me well enough that silence is not going to keep me outside of this door.
Go away.
This is important. And you can't stay hidden away forever.
Arlo, as you say this, you attempt the door and you realize it's actually unlocked.
I very, cautiously step inside and look around.
As you look around Ryan's makeshift office, it's nothing like what it was before. All of the decorum and statues of previous victories are still back in the pocket dimension space. It's very minimalist now, though that's not to say that there's much room to spare. Books and papers are scattered across this room, on the floor, tables, chairs, pretty much anywhere where there would normally be free space. You just see notes, scrawlings, the bases of plans. Most of these you can only see through the crinkles of the rolled up balls of paper that she has clearly thrown in acts of aggression. As you walk in, you look up to Ryan, and she glares at you with a venomous anger and says, "I didn't call for you. What did you want?"
I want to talk. You need to talk to someone, and you're not talking to anyone. We've all been through a lot, but so have you.
Don't have time to talk right now. I'm busy.
We're all busy, but you're no good if you burn yourself out. What happened with Odart, it was worse than anyone would be able to bear. I know you need to vent. I know you need someone. And I know you shouldn't just be all on your lonesome.
What I need is to find a way to save him. It's my fault that he's in there. I have to get him back. I promised him I would, and I will not fail him more than I have.
I know that. But riling yourself up and locking yourself away isn't going to fix things. You're still our leader, and you still have to lead. And you can't do that from the back. You can't do that from here in the office. We've got to make a plan. We've got to figure out a way to accrue resources, a way to get together some kind of a fighting force that can beat back the shit that's happening.
What do you think I've been doing? I can't figure out a plan. I can't figure out how to amass resources. Don't you get it? I designed that fortress to be impenetrable so Odot could be safe, and now it is the very thing preventing me from saving him. My own designs, my own machinations are the problem here. So unless you have anything else to contribute, I don't need your help.
Arlo doesn't say anything. He just leaves.
That is the last time that you had spoken to Ryan since that moment. As the months went on and things got worse and worse, it was all but impossible to even get a trace of her, and it had a bearing on all of you, especially when the Nightwalkers began showing up. And now, Arlo, we find you on that rainy night, walking through the streets of Neverwinter towards an unassuming little shop called the Playpen. For all intents and purposes, it just appears to be a toy store, but it's fairly late at night, and most of the shop lights are already turned out for the evening. But you still make your way up to this shop and walk on in. As you do, the little bell at the door rings, and the attendant, this older, about middle-aged looking halfling man, turns to you and says, "Oh, I'm terribly sorry, sir. I'm afraid we've closed shop for the night. Would you, always help you again in the morning?"
Oh, come on. I need to get myself a gift for my kid's birthday.
Aw, that's so nice. Is it a boy or a girl?
A boy, but he has his mother's eyes.
And what were you thinking of getting the little lad?
Oh, you know what kids are into nowadays. They only want cold, hard cash.
As you finish that line, the halfling's expression changes as he kneels down behind a desk and presses a switch. A nearby shelf of stuffed animals slides over, revealing a hidden stairwell that goes down. The halfling looks up at you and says,
Best of luck today, Doc. Got a lot of money riding on you today.
Yeah, just quit making these passwords so goddamn complicated.
It's the same one, it's always... Just go.
It could just be like a singular word that people don't often say. It could just be like, haberdashery, and we're good. But no, I have to do this whole...
What could I possibly get you to do to say haberdashery?
I don't know. I was off the top of my head. You know what? Whatever. He just walks down.
Are you telling me that Arlo is in a fight club?
Maybe.
Are you telling me?
Save it for the after show.
Arlo, you make your way down these stairs, and as you do, the rain from the roof is beginning to drown out and be replaced with the faint sound of cheering. However, you don't immediately go there. You instead turn away from the cheering and into a small room. As you enter this room, you see two figures. Two goblins, one of which, dressed far more nice than the others, is, "There he is, the man of the hour! You gotta stop showing up so late, champ, you got me worried!"
I show up when I want to. Who am I fighting?
No one important really, you know how it is. I mean, fight's technically stacked against you, but hey, those numbers are just for bigger bucks. It's some orcish chump called the, what did he call himself? The Doomsday Devastator, something stupid, I don't know. Who cares? He's some chump, just another guy for you to beat your knuckles against while we earn ourselves our next paycheck.
Whatever.
That's the spirit, champ. Alright, you go on in about 10 minutes, given how, well, the current fight's going. But schmucks who don't even know how to throw a hook.
Who they got in the ring?
Just some retired people from the WWE. Bunch of old crotches who don't even know what they're doing anymore. Plus, you know how it is. No magic, so these old wizards, they ain't really got much left.
So you wait a little bit. The other goblin that was in there kind of like does some hand wraps on you. Just various things to help get you prepped up. And then you head on out. They've already introduced the Doomsday Devastator, and in the middle of this large ragtag ring is a bugbear that's then points over in your direction and says,
"And in this corner, the only person you don't want to see after the damage has been dealt. Not one to stitch up your wounds, but one to cut you open and let your innards spill out. You know him, you hate him. It's the one, the only, the good doctor."
a spotlight shines down on you.
As Arlo is announced, he walks in, has cracked the beer with one of his claws, drinks half of it all at once, just kind of water falling it into his mouth, smashes the bottle on his head, and then just shakes the moisture of the beer off.
Roll a performance check.
So that's a 15.
You may be, by the numbers, the one favored to lose this fight, but you are the crowd favorite, my dude.
Yeah.
The people are going nuts. People love them, the good doctor.
Hell yeah.
You climb up into the ring, and the fight begins. Now, I'm not going to make you roll a full thing. We're just going to do this one pretty straightforward and simple. You guys are both going to roll an attack, deal your damage. Whoever takes the most damage falls down and has to roll a con save to get back up. The con save gets harder each time. And if you get knocked down 3 times, doesn't matter, you lose.
Alright.
As the Doomsday Devastator comes at you, go ahead and roll your first attack.
This is unarmed, correct?
Yes, it is unarmed, but you still use your strength mod.
Alright, that's going to be a 24 to hit.
Fully hits. The other guy rolled a 13. Does that hit you unarmored?
It's an 11.
So you do both hit.
Alright, I'll keep things low key, so I'll just be the unarmed strike, and that'll be 6 damage.
Alright, you managed to do more than him, so I now need him to roll a con save, and... So you guys start going at it, just basic encounters. This dude is cocky as hell. He's a big dude, and he just comes up "Oh, you think you are shit? All about you? You're nothing but some washed up has-been. I could take you with my eyes closed." And as he is doing all this, his guard is down, and you see the perfect opening as you go clean in on his jaw, and he falls back. 1, 2, 3, ding, 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 out like a fucking light.
Nice.
Cause he rolled a 6.
Yay,
Damn.
Arlo!
God damn. So just you ain't shit. You think you're hot.
Yeah, the second he called you some washed up has-been, you fucking wrecked him. Immediately. No hesitation.
I will say for flavor, Arlo has handlers at this point that have learned to watch for when someone is knocked out. and like Arlo gets in the first like clean hit, and then like other people like immediately come in to just like kind of like grab him, as he doesn't like start and stop so good anymore. He just kind of starts and they stop him.
Yeah, it's actually the bugbear. He's not the usual ref. Normally it's a goblin, but they knew they needed someone a little bit bigger to like get the arms out in front of you. Like, whoa, 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 pal, you already won. As he's holding you back, he quickly like grabs one of your arms and holds it up high and says, in one of his fastest wins ever, the good doctor! And the audience erupts into applause.
Arlo is disinterested and just like with his other hand he like snaps his fingers and like holds the hand out and someone puts a beer in there.
And before you even leave, that bottle be empty.
Before he leaves the ring, that bottle be empty.
As Arlo exits the arena, we instead turn to the audience, where we now see Saith, Wintera, and Milo, who have been watching the entire time. Milo turns to the two of you and says, I told you it wasn't going to be pretty, but there you go. There's your boy.
You were telling me he joined a fight group and didn't tell us how we could have been fighting with him. That's so freaking cool.
No kidding, we could have been tag teaming this whole goddamn time!
You guys know this is highly illegal, right?
Why is fighting illegal? That doesn't make any sense, Milo.
Oh, this is one of them underground ones. Yeah, I've done one of these before.
Yeah, that's why
Had a good time.
we're underground.
This isn't normal for you guys? It makes sense that you would want to expand anything vertically or underground if you were building more so you don't have to go far out. Like,
Hold on, are you guys telling me that like both of your characters did the whole secret passage entrance thing, and they were like, man, this place is hard to get to for no reason?
100% Saith is like being an asshole.
I was about to say, Wintera I get, but Saith, like, should know this.
like when Tara's just being oblivious.
No, she's 100% being an asshole. Saith is going to nudge him with her foot a little bit and kind of give him a look like, fam. Of course I know what an underground fight club is.
He scratches his ear, which you know is thieves' cant for go fuck yourself.
She just straight up flips him off.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, so she's gonna start tearing through the crowd. She's gonna fucking head right towards him. She's gonna confront this dragon-ass motherfucker.
Yeah, when Tara's right behind you, like probably next to you, you two probably had the exact same idea at the same time.
Milo calls out to you guys and says, I'll catch up later, I gotta go get my winnings.
He would bet on Arlo.
Milo ain't stupid.
I would assume Arlo has like a room here. Like if he's making that other guy enough money, he's probably like has him put up here somewhere.
Oh, yeah. No, you have, like, a place that you could be here. Do you just go back to that room?
Yeah, I'm guessing that's like where he goes after a fight. He comes out, he fights, he goes back to his room and like broods. The emo boy he is.
The emo boy that Arlo is, that he has been this entire time with all of his emo Texan energy.
Yeah, he's Johnny Cash, didn't you know? I mean, Ronnie Flash. We didn't say that name.
God. Alright, so yeah, you head back into your room, and what does Arlo's room look like?
It looks like a room that would be nice if Arlo wasn't living in it in the state that he is. Like, there's like a pretty like good-sized bed that like has seen a lot of like wear and tear of like tossing and turning, and like some of the bedposts have been broken off. There's like a lot of like broken bottles that have kind of been relegated to a corner. Like there's like some kind of cleaning staff that have just given up on trying to clean them up, and they've just like moved them to a place, and the best they've managed to get out of him is to agree to like throw the bottles there. There's like torn tapestries and like torn up curtains and like just wrecked furniture, and just like, again, a lot of things that seem like it should be nice, but it isn't anymore.
Wow.
What the fuck, Arlo?
Yeah, so you open the door to this ramshackled room, and almost before you even manage to sit down, a figure is at the door, and it is the person who's been hosting your fights. He comes up like, "Hey, there he is, the champ. I knew I could count on you. It was another great fight. A one-hit wonder. Ah, fuck, love it."
You have 5 minutes. What do you want?
Well, I just wanted to, share in the usuals. And he tosses you your pay.
I pocket it, without, breaking eye contact. And he's like, you have 4 minutes and 38 seconds.
Oh, damn.
Hey, usually that buys me at least another 10 seconds. Well, I will just leave you to do your thing. Same time tomorrow, champ.
That is the agreement.
All
Goodbye.
right. And he, finger guns on his way out.
Oh, gosh. Gross.
Arlo does not acknowledge his presence past the payment.
And he closes the door. Yeah, so what does,
By the way, how much gold was that, Jordan?
roll me a D100.
That's 75.
75 gold.
Nice.
So, Arlo has pocketed his money. What does he do after every fight? How does Arlo brood?
Well, he's gonna start by polishing off whatever, liquors have been sent to his room, be it by, people who have won, winnings off of him, or, his employer, because he knows what kind of keeps Arlo there. Or even just by, staff that know that, when Arlo runs out, he goes looking for some, and that causes trouble for them.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say you've built a reputation.
Yeah. After that, he kind of, he either just, falls asleep, or, he has, this, really beat-up punching bag that he just, lays into, and on occasion he kind of, just scrolls to his speaking stone, listfully.
Which of those things is Arlo doing tonight?
So he's scrolling through his speaking stone.
Okay.
So he's looking through the numbers and such. He kind of hovers, he does this a lot, and he just kind of keeps freezing on just that. He looks through old, pictures of him and his friends, and, he hovers over, Saith and Winterra's speaking stone numbers a little bit, but, again, he doesn't contact them. And he also hovers much too long over, a number that says AR, and then in parentheses, do not call under any circumstances. I mean it, Arlo.
It's a very long contact.
You seriously?
It's very long contact. Well, Jordan, what would I have to roll to not drunk dial my ex?
I was trying to figure out what AR was. Thanks for spelling it out. Fuck. Let's see. I will say, because of the, we'll say your sober thesis statement that you put as a contact, roll an intelligence saving throw with advantage.
Alright, let's see. Oh, fuck.
That's not good. That pause is way too long.
No.
What'd you get?
Oh, I don't
Oh,
like
God. Oh, please. Okay, hold on. What's my intelligence save? Please be good.
You said it was a
It's
1 in the
not.
past?
It's
Damn it.
not.
That's 7.
7? 7?
But hold
it.
on.
Ouch.
But...
Hold on. So 7 in Roman numerals is VII, which if you arrange VII, you could put you could make it into a star. A star is the 10th letter in the Cyrillic alphabet, which can be recompensated into a 29.
No, we're
So,
about to be who
29.
AR is.
This is the best.
God damn it!
Arlo, I gotta say, your logic is infallible. I almost have a hard time arguing with it.
I did it as a joke. I wasn't prepared.
Yeah. Hey, guess what? Most people who drunk dial their ex usually aren't.
This is the best.
Azadad, are you speaking? Hello?
Hi.
Hi?
You.
Are you okay?
Are Are you okay? How about that? Well, I'm asking questions here. What's going on with you?
Wait. Arlo?
No, this is the Faerun investigation. The Faerun Investigation Bureau. Wait, yeah, this is Caldera. You know me. I am a town guard that you have met, and this is Cal, and no one else.
Uh-huh.
I was just calling out of a morbid sense of curiosity.
Well, I would love to satiate your curiosity amongst a few other things.
No!
You were always my favorite student, Arlo.
I have trouble believing I was your favorite, because I definitely wasn't your only.
Don't deny an old dragonborn her vices. I still had you the most.
I just...
Miss me?
He hangs up. He doesn't even hang up, he chucks the stone.
I love it.
You just hear amidst the clatter of the bottles just... Arlo? Arlo, you okay? Arlo? Going on constantly.
She just hears in the distance the sound of him, like, really, really hitting that punching bag. Just...
Arlo, you faintly hear from the bottles.
Yeah, like that.
No! No, turn it off. Turn it off. Turn it off.
It is at this point, now that I've had my fun, Arlo, as you go back to the punching bag and give it a few good swings, almost perfectly aligned, as you have one really good hook go in, you faintly hear outside your door, no, before your door slams in.
Who the fuck?
You can just hear an angry druidic. You hear the word for dragonborn.
Oh, damn.
Yeah! Oh, damn! Get your ass up! We're going home.
Wait, what?
When Tarek closes the door on this person.
Can I? What?
Just hold on, they'll send people up, hold on. Arlo opens the door. Hey, come here.
Ah, God, my
It's,
nose.
yep. Hey, look, this is a role play thing that I'm into. So just leave it. It's fine. Everything's chill. Alright, everything's chill.
Roll me either deception or intimidation.
He doesn't fucking have to! Faith is gonna be like, did you just insinuate that I'm a prostitute?
Never mind.
That's another part of it.
Arlo! Aegon! I will kick your ass!
Wow, you're into some really wild shit.
Okay, Arlo looks at the server and says, like, alright, you ain't see shit. You ain't see shit. You ain't see shit. You understand me? You ain't see shit.
Roll intimidation.
Can he get advantage?
Yeah, I'll say Saith gave you the help action unintentionally.
I was gonna say I can anyway because I'm proficient in it.
I'll say with that outburst, I'm gonna ignore my roll regardless of whether Saith has proficiency in it, because that was pretty proficient.
Fair.
So, I'm going to give you the number, but before you tell me what the outcome is,
Uh-huh.
I'm going to use something new.
That's interesting.
So the number is 16, but before you tell me what the outcome is, I'm going to use Commanding Presence. And add a D8 for a reason that people who know about D&D will know, and people who don't will be mystified. And that adds 4 to a dirty 20.
Lovely.
You may be surprised to hear this. The goblin who was intimidated by "you have 5 minutes" is definitely intimidated by this.
There's all the yelling like, listen, you didn't see shit. You go home. You go your ass home. And you just fucking, you forget. You forget about everything.
None of what you saw here exists.
Alright.
Yeah, none of what you saw exists. You had a bad dream. This is a bad trip, bro. Alright?
Still same time tomorrow?
Yeah, probably.
Alright, cool. Enjoy?
And he finger guns again as he walks off.
God, I hate that guy.
When Tara is kind of tugging on Saith's arm and is like, what's a prostitute? You seem very mad about this.
No. When Tara, it's too early.
You seem very mad about this word. Should I also be mad?
Nope.
I'm mad at you for other reasons. Don't you even start with this.
Look.
First you abandon us, and then you're gonna, we're like your sisters! You can't just insinuate that you're gonna sleep with us!
I did not. It was for a cover story.
I mean, but wait, he does usually sleep when he's not in this room with us in the same room.
No.
No. Please, no. Safe, please. Safe.
It's when a mommy bear and a daddy
No.
bear love each other very
Safe.
much.
Safe.
Kind of deal.
Oh.
Yeah, except
Ew,
that you
Arlo,
would.
what? Arlo, no.
Except that he's insinuating that he would pay us for it.
People do that?
Fucking by the fucking gods of the 9 realms, I think there are.
Gods of the 9 realms. You follow one. Are you okay? I mean, obviously not, but you haven't spoken.
I am as fine as I can be, but I'm also no good to you the way I am. That's why I've been gone. And I'm sorry. But you need to go.
No, you need to come home.
I don't have that.
It was with us. You even said so yourself, and now you're saying that we're not your family, we're not your home? I mean, obviously not if you've been gone for 6 months. You don't clearly care that much. You only got to see my brother come back to life and eat food with my family. And we spent so much time together, and we went on all those other trips, but that clearly meant nothing to you.
I don't know how to keep trying, and I didn't want to give up in front of you two.
We don't know how to keep trying either, Arlo. But we're doing it. It's not just our job anymore. It's not just about us anymore. You don't get to decide when to quit. There are people, Arlo, there are people dying out there. You do not get to be this selfish right now.
Safe. Think about what happened. Think about everything that's gone on. We, for a lengthy period of time, dedicated our lives to helping others, but also to slaying a terrible beast. And then when it came down to it, even in our darkest hour, with how much I asked of Bahamut and how much I gave in return, we couldn't do it. We couldn't beat Ash. And then something worse showed up. Asked some other fucking god, hey, I'd like to fuck the world a new one from inside the fucking gem on this turtle. And the other god was like, hell yeah, let's do it. And now for this entire period, nothing's changed. Nothing's gotten better. There's a litany of gods out there with champions and powers and all kinds of things, like all manner of ways to interact with the world. And they've all been so stingy and so like unforthcoming with that ability that some other being is tearing the world apart. And just, I don't fucking know what to do any further. The first person I ever thought was unbreakable broke immediately once they lost something, once they truly lost something. And then again with Ryan, immediately, once it got too tough.
And you should be there for her.
She doesn't want me there.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if she doesn't want you there, Arlo. There were a lot of people in my life that didn't want me there.
I just don't know what I can do for anyone anymore.
None of us do. But we still are. And yeah, it kind of sucks that it feels like there should be more that the higher powers should be doing. But also, I don't know how your gods work that are different. I know forest gods. I know Myliki. It's rare for us to ever even encounter the workings of a god like Myliki. Whatever they are doing on such a profound level that it is spread across forests and oceans and all other natural things, that for any kind of presence of theirs to be seen in person is an actual miracle, is the word you use. That's why my family was so surprised to hear Oliver had even gotten to meet them at any point. So, on a general day-to-day, outside of the world being completely messed over, it would be the most incredible thing to have any kind of direct contact with them. But as far as the other gods, I don't know if it's something similar that they are fighting such a battle on whatever realms they are currently in. Celestia, maybe, I don't know, is a realm I've heard before, that they can't get through currently, and they need additional help. They use the workings of people here on the material plane to get through what needs to be done. And because there are no one else here, we have to be the ones to do something. If they can't help, then we will. We'll be the people that need to help. Arlo, I've been helping all of the refugees come in. I've gotten to see the things they've been doing firsthand. These people who are no more or less powerful than we are building a group together and helping each other. And they're all just as broken as all of us. But they're still trying. We're all just still trying. And I just wish you would have thought that we could still be there for each other and be there for you.
We can't always rely on the gods. It's true that we use them as a means of trying to better ourselves. But we don't need the gods. I have bitched out 2 demons. 2 of them. I am not afraid of any deity. Any deity. And I am not going to stop providing help to those that need it. Because when I was a little girl, and I couldn't get that help, I never want another little girl to grow up feeling like she has no place in the world because she's an infernal.
Winter's at this point placed a hand, like a sisterly hand on her shoulder, and looks at Saith like, I'll be here for you no matter what.
Arlo looks at them both and kind of looks down a little bit. And he says, After I failed to do what I needed and to work with you and to accomplish anything and to be the leader you needed, I didn't think you would want me.
What are you... Arlo, you literally almost sacrificed yourself for us!
And it did nothing. I just didn't think you guys would want me.
It did everything!
And he kind of he walks over to his speaking stone and kind of fishes it out from I imagine it's kind of half embedded in the wall, honestly.
It's wherever it was for you to pick it up to hang up again, so that you didn't have to listen to any more of her horny musings.
Yeah, well, he looks back over it and he just kind of looks again at the number that says do not call. He's like, no one ever really seems to want me when I really care about them. I just didn't know if you guys didn't want me around. I didn't know if I could handle that conversation. And so I ran from you. And I'm sorry.
Saith is gonna walk up to him, and it's gonna take her a second. She's gonna slap him across the face.
Oh.
Ow!
But then she's going to pull him into the tightest, most real hug he's ever gotten from her. You might be our leader, but you're a fucking idiot.
you feel Arlo, like, hesitate for a second and then return the hug. And you can kind of feel, the rising in his shoulders of, him kind of crying. And after a little while, he says, "You definitely made me bite my cheek when you slapped me this now."
When Tara walks over to the two of them so that Arlo can't disengage too much from that hug, and she uses her shift so that she is bigger and can hug both of them at the same time and hugs both of them tightly and reiterates, says, "You're an idiot, but in Druidic."
Arlo cries so much harder.
Tara, can't breathe.
You'll get over it.
As you guys are embraced in this hug, you guys hear like a jingling at the door, and anyone who turns over would see Milo with the fattest stack of gold you've ever seen. It's like, am I interrupting something?
No, but
Yes.
you remember that whole underground illegal thing, right?
Thieves Guild.
Fine.
That being said, I don't know how you managed to get one past security and two, not have them tailing you right now. But it might be a good idea for
Time to
us.
go. Yeah, no kidding.
That.
Apparently the word prostitute means a lot around here.
What?
Yeah, you trust me, don't open that can of worms. Let's just... If you two will have me, I'll go.
You dumbass. You don't even have to... Let's go. We're going home.
That had a weird energy after the prostitute comment, not gonna lie.
When Tara hasn't unshifted at this point, she's still giant compared to what she was a second ago.
So she's like way bigger than Milo.
Yes.
So, I assume you guys make your way back over to the temporary damned HQ, yes?
Yep.
Alright. Has Wintera unshifted and let them down at any point?
Oh, I mean, yeah, as soon as, like, the minute of her shift is kind of getting near wearing off, she kind of just, like, lightly tosses them from being in her hug carry while they're walking and lets them go.
Roll me a strength check. You know what? Fuck it, athletics.
Okay.
Man, I sure hope this bear woman is good at athletics.
Actually, you
All
sure
right.
hope she's not, actually.
Oh, damn.
Sorry, no, that was a 17 on the die, which turns out to be a dirty 20, so I'm sorry.
Ouch.
So your bare concept of lightly toss them is a little much for what most people would consider a light toss. Kind of send them, like, flying a few feet.
All I can think of is the SpongeBob, like, firmly grasp it in your hand.
Yeah, pretty much that energy.
Firmly grasp it.
Lightly toss them! Chunks. Yeah, no, she thinks
We
she
should
lightly
just
toss
take
you.
my friends and push them somewhere else.
She full on yeets you guys, like, almost into a building.
Whoa!
This bitch a damned agent. Yeet.
But as you guys approach the front of Damned HQ, you see all of the captains there and Barden as well. As you guys approach, Harvin comes up to you, Arlo, and says, "Good to see you back."
Yeah, I feel really bad. I don't remember your name, man.
It's okay, we've talked, I think, maybe twice. Harvin. And he holds out a hand.
Arlo holds the hand out. Arlo. Just Arlo.
Faith is kind of like blushing, looking at the floor, not paying any attention to anybody in particular in the room.
Not having your eyes trained on Barden.
Not having her eyes trained on Barton. That's not a thing.
Can I roll to see if I pick that up?
Yeah.
Yes. Insight?
Insight versus Saith's deception.
Oh, yes.
Do I have to roll since I technically called that in, like, episode
Okay.
2?
I got a dirty 20.
You can have advantage on it.
Hell yeah.
I also imagine Arlo is the group's shipper.
Guys. I rolled the most important natural 20 of the entire
Oh, nice.
campaign.
Oh shit! All right. Well,
I see into your soul, Saith.
Yeah, I surpassed a 20, but it's a natural 20, so yeah, he gets it.
You guys are forgetting one minor important thing.
Oh, that's right. We don't do crit.
It's a skill check. So
Hold
tell
on,
me
let
what your
see
rolls
my
are.
fucking insight.
If Saith beat a 20, then I got a dirty 20, so Wintera fully doesn't.
I had a 23.
Okay, Saith, what'd you get?
24.
Oh,
God
man.
damn it! Fuck!
Yes!
I will say this. Arlo, you have your suspicions, but you can't confirm them.
God
Yes!
fucking damn it!
Like, your inner shipper is hella sus.
It was like something's going on here. I'm not sure what, but something's there.
Suck a dick!
You can't tell if she's trying to avoid eye contact with Barden or Frieden. It's honestly anyone's guess.
It's like when someone says something and there's this like, there's a pun here, but I can't put the pieces together.
So, Barden comes up to you guys and says, "So, if everyone's here, are we ready to see if we can drag her out of her office?"
We make no promises, but we'll give it our best shot.
Oh, you guys are coming too? I thought it was just
You're
gonna
an
be
asshole.
I thought that was just gonna be the captains. Is that fine? He turns to the other captains. They all nod, like, yeah, it's cool. All right, yeah. I guess plus 2 more. All right, cool.
I think we've gotten yelled at her the most out of all the other non-captain people, so it probably makes the most sense that we would also be there. Maybe, in a weird way.
He looks back at the other captains, somehow more concerned because you said that, as if being yelled at is a terrible reason to think you can talk someone into moving.
Not in a good way.
They more shrug this time.
I mean, if there's someone you yelled at constantly for doing shit, and they came in your office when you were like really not wanting to do shit, and they're like, "Hey, if you don't get out here, I'm gonna touch all of the things." And you're like, "Don't you fucking
All
touch
the
the things. Don't you fucking touch the things. I'm always telling you not to touch the things."
So, yeah, you guys all make your way inside, walk up to the entrance of Ryan's office. How do you all approach?
Where is espresso? I want to give her a cup of coffee.
That'd probably be with Orlo, who's elsewhere?
Damn.
Like, he's usually pretty busy, which is kind of why we're doing this, so we can, get the world's most efficient boss back on track.
I do have an idea on how we can get in there.
And?
Is your idea just to open the door? Because that seems like the most direct way to do it, is just to try opening the door.
Frieden puts a hand on your hip and says, No, you do not just open doors. You have to spend about 20 minutes trying to figure out the most convoluted way to get into the door, and then someone gets tired of it, tries to open it, and finds out it's been unlocked the entire time. There are rules to this.
Speaking of which, karate kick! And Arlo kicks the door down.
And it flies open. It's like, oh, you can just do that, fine. Something things matter. Fuck it, whatever.
The world is ending. Things don't matter anymore, Frieden.
But I like
I've
that.
already accepted my death.
Doc!
I mean, what?
Okay, so you karate kick your way into the room, and almost immediately, you are all hit by something. It is not something physical or even tangible, but what hits you all is the overwhelming smell of alcohol. Almost like a wall of force. You all immediately, almost lean back, retching, just with how powerful the smell is. There's bottles littered across the floor, papers thrown about every which way. Some have more legible scrawlings than others. Those with fresher ink appear to be less legible of what you can see of them. Furniture is tossed on its side. The room is in horrid disarray. Not dissimilar to the appearance of Arlo's room back at the playpen.
Arlo looks around and feels like, I feel like I should be learning something from this, but I'm feeling like I'm missing it.
When Tara's ears are pinned back and she's covered part of her nose, she's just like, this room smells like what I've recently learned is flammable. Very, very flammable.
This is not what I thought we were going to be finding. She's never had anything to drink. Not since I've known her.
Oh, well, that means it's gonna be extra bad. In my, medical experience, you deny yourself, something like that long enough without, like, a proper system, and it's like, pull an arrow back in a quiver. Which means she's been let loose.
Speaking of, where is she? She's not... I don't see her.
Yeah.
And almost on cue, as you say that, you hear the tossing and turning of some bottles from behind her desk.
Yeah, that tracks.
Arlo, like, knocks on the top of her desk with his fist and says, "Look alive, sunshine."
As you approach, you see Ryan curled up on the floor, bottle in hand, as she slowly turns, sees you, and this big, doofy smile just says, "Hey, I haven't seen you in forever. How you been, man?"
Oh.
Terrible. Thanks for asking.
Were you always gold?
Well, I mean, I was slightly duller shade when I was... No, wait, hold on. That's... yeah. Okay. So, we got a paladin in here. Paladin.
Marvin raises
Paladin.
his hands like, yes, right. you
Really?
didn't-
Paladin?
Yes.
This whole time?
Yeah, redemption.
Huh.
He holds up his shield and you see a symbol of Bahamut on there. It's like, yeah, like, you didn't notice?
Poor guy.
Huh. I didn't never clocked that.
Yeah, no, that's what the shield is for. It's because you know what, we'll go into my backstory later.
Can you, give us a little lay on hands, purge the system of, poisons? While he's saying this, he is gonna slyly, just, like, slip the bottle away from her, like, let's get that out of your hands.
Yeah, Harving goes over as you, with zero effort, slip the bottle away. Her grip is non-existent. And he does a lay on hands. And then it seems like he has to, like, keep pouring it in for a little longer than would seem normal. And he just looks like, dear gods.
Yeah.
You good?
Yeah.
And after a few beats, Ryan starts, like, stirring and just puts a hand up to her head, very clearly hungover.
I will say, like, Arlo has her, like, kind of cradle in his arms and is, like, kind of, like, lightly holding her other hand.
Ah, my head is pounding. Oh.
Yeah, welcome back to the land of the living, boss.
She looks up, sees all of you, and almost immediately, a look of anger sweeps over her. It's like, I don't remember asking any of you to come here.
Yeah, we missed you too.
In that same motion, she picks herself up off the ground, out of Arlo's arms, almost not acknowledging him, and picks her chair back up and sits down in it. As she's still just holding her head, says, "What do you all want?"
Well, it's not about what we want. It's what we need. And we need you.
No one needs me.
Why does everyone keep saying that? Why does everyone seem to think that
no
no one
kidding.
needs each other? This is the literal feeling like the end of the times, and everyone thinks that they're being so selfish and that no one needs them, but we all need each other. She's like angry laughing.
Well, I don't know how many other times you've had to say this. But in my case, I literally caused the end of the fucking world!
You didn't cause anything. If anything, that fucking asshole trapped in the child got a deal with some other evil goddess, and that caused the end of the world. You didn't cause anything.
Oh, I didn't? Well, why don't we take a more analytical look at things? Ugh. The reason that he got free is because I chose to ignore that problem. I knew about Vincent, and I just let it sit there, thinking if I ignored it long enough, it wouldn't be a problem. I never helped Odot to try and face it. Just let it fester. Then I put him inside of an interdimensional place, thinking if I just isolated him, everything would be fine. And I specifically designed it such that you could not get in or out without him. Now, he's trapped there. I literally can't do anything to get there because I designed it to be impenetrable. So he's stuck there with a problem I allowed to grow in a prison of my own design. And now I have lost track of time. I don't even know how long.
6 months.
Thank you. 6 months trying to find a way to get back to him. And all I've realized is how hopeless I've made the situation. How much I've doomed a child I swore to protect, who had endured lifetimes of torture and suffering. So tell me again how this isn't my fault.
Because it's mine.
Why are you all like this?
Exactly. Why are you all like this? It's not anyone's fault, aside from the actual fuck that caused this issue. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. It's not any of our faults. The only things that we can control directly are the things that we directly control about ourselves.
Ryan, you blame yourself so hard for this, but those lifetimes of torture, I can assure you, you gave him a lifetime of love that he would have never known otherwise. And he still is in there, looking for you.
She stands up, hands on her desk, and says, I gave him 20 years of isolation. And now, he's trapped. I promise.
Because he knew we would come back.
I can't.
You don't know
It's
that.
impossible!
Ryan. I say this as probably the least qualified person to try to preach something helpful or hopeful, as I look around, realizing a lot of parallels in my last 6 months and yours. However, as much as you blame yourself, I'd also blame myself. So I can tell you from at least a point of understanding. We live in a world in which impossible shit happens constantly. So constantly. And I have no earthly idea how I'm going to get Odart back. I don't even believe that the most powerful beings in existence, the gods, are, capable or willing to do anything about it. What I do believe now is that we're going to figure out a way to do it our damn selves.
More than anything, Odart needs his family. I am not going to rest until we bring Odart home. I don't know how we're gonna do it, Ryan, but we can do it. And we will do it. And you don't need to be our leader for it. But we still need you. You know Odart better than anybody. You know Vincent better than anybody. So if there is anybody here that can help lead us in the right direction, even if you're not the leader fully of Damned, we need you. Odart needs you. You have always been an amazing leader. You put the absolute fear in God in me that I never had before. And I've stood up to 2 demons.
Those are devils.
You know what? I'm fucking tired of all of you! Wizards, warlocks, devils, demons! Suck my entire horn! Damn it!
I mean, he has a point. They are different.
Straggling Mike, don't you dare fucking agree with me.
Oh, what I do?
Boys, focus! Boys, focus! Please, thank you, love you, shut the fuck up! We don't need a leader. But we do need a strategist. And you are the best damn strategist that has ever come out of the Dragonborn clans. You don't have to listen to us, Ryan. You don't have to take this in. I don't even imagine that you are, because of how much trauma that you are going through. Please. We can't give up yet. I will personally die before I give up on Odart. Because no little child should ever be without their family.
So, after all of that, Ryan looks to you, Saith, and says, "You think I am one of the best leaders?"
Strategists.
Tell me, have you ever heard of someone by the name of Dakris Baharush?
Can I roll for it?
No, because you don't.
Have I heard of someone by the name of Dakrish Baharush?
You also haven't, aside from the time that it came up the first time she's mentioned it.
Yeah, but so you can roll history with advantage.
Got a 14.
Yeah, no, you recognize that name. You don't know who the person is, but you remember this exact line of questioning. Because Ryan has done this to you. These are the people that were part of Ryan's platoon that she got killed. Arlo, you immediately catch this. No one else is aware of what that name is.
I'm sorry, Ryan. I don't recognize the name.
What about Synthrin Kumbatul? Or Adrex Norixis? Or any of the other people I got killed?
That's all part of the job, Ryan.
That wasn't part of the job. That was an invasion of a giant stronghold long before any of you were even conceived of. We were not supposed to lose them.
Arlo steps in between Ryan and Saith. That's enough.
Oh, I was getting to you.
Oh, you were getting to me. Oh, you were getting to me.
What could you possibly think that you have done that has damned Odart more than me? Why are you to blame?
This all got kicked off by Ash getting in, and he followed behind me. He followed behind my team. And I didn't catch it, and I couldn't beat him. Everything hinged from that point. And everything would have been fine if I could have done my job properly, but I couldn't. I know how you feel, but I'm starting to realize that's not the way we need to think. And I'm trying so damn hard to not sit in that and wallow and hide, because as horrible as it's been, it's the easiest way to do things. It's the easiest way to be. And I've been doing that the past 6 months. And I hurt my friends doing so. Just hiding away and assuming the worst and just taking on things that I couldn't possibly have had control over. And I know it's a lot to ask to try to get you to take that feeling that sits at the core of your being and set it aside for a second. But I don't know how to keep doing this without you. But I do know that we need to keep doing this, or nothing changes. Please don't leave us alone.
Each of you roll me a persuasion check.
Oh, God, yes! Natural 20!
I'm gonna burn another commanding presence.
12.
So I got a 28.
I got a 15.
Okay. So, the way I was doing that was... You had all made some good points, but Ryan is in a very, very dark place right now. So realistically, persuasion checks would have hella disadvantage. But again, you all made very good points. It was all very moving. I'd help you save Odart. So I feel like that would have earned advantage. So what that was I had decided I was going to take the middlemost value. Which means the check we are using is Arlo's 15. I am now going to roll an insight for Ryan. She looks to you, Arlo. There is a beat of silence before she says, "Well, you very clearly have things more figured out. I'm sure they'll be fine with you." And she walks out.
Say, letting people need time is very, very challenging. I know that's what you would say right now, but... Ugh, this is so frustrating.
I wasn't gonna say anything. Not this time. She does need time. But I worry that in that time we give her, she's not gonna figure it out before it's too late.
Barden comes up to you and says, "I do agree with that. And given that the other teams have been active in this time, they're all still relatively preoccupied with other things. I'm not expecting you guys to trust me, but you could just give me a moment."
Barden, we don't have time, but I just need a moment. I'm sorry. Genuinely. You were our first mission. The first time I'd interacted with people in years. And in this last year, I hope that I can prove to you that I am not that person that you met back then.
He puts a hand on your shoulder and says, "You've nothing to apologize for. So, since I can't ask Ryan, figure I might as well ask the three of you if you can help me with at least fixing one of my more immediate issues threatening the city."
Saith is gonna put her hand on his shoulder and give him a firm nod.
We've got your back.
Wintera nods, agreeing with Saith. Whatever you need.
Arlo breathes a heavy sigh. I'm realizing now, after talking with someone who, let's just say, has behavior that has been strikingly similar to my own, how much of an ass I may have been. We've all lost a lot, but particular on my standpoint. Lost a new home. Lost a lot of friends. And, the strongest woman I thought I'd ever met gave up. Not only that, but I feel like I also lost the woman I love. Because that for sure ain't her. Or at least, for sure ain't who I thought she was.
Grief does awful things to people. It twists you up inside and turns you into something unrecognizable. I wish that we had a quick fix, but unfortunately, there are no quick fixes. All we can do is work to clean up the mess that we couldn't prevent.
What we're gonna need is resources, warriors. We're gonna need a way inside of the turtle. Or the turtle's gym. And we're gonna need...
is going to have to wait. We have a more domestic issue that needs to be dealt with before we can even think large scale.
What do you need, Barden?
I need the three of you to follow me. Bargain leads you guys out towards the town square. And specifically takes you over towards a restaurant called the Silver Dagger. But he does not take you to the front entrance. He instead takes you around to the back, where you see a small hooded figure. Figure lifts up his hood, and Milo says, "Good to see y'all. Well, we got business to discuss, and best not do it in here. So," and he walks over to the back door, knocks on it, and then one of those chutes opens up, and a guy says, "Password." Now, Wintera, Pendleton starts speaking up.
Okay.
Oh, Wintera, if I might be so bold, I don't think this guy is really our best angle. I mean, he's trying to bring us for, something around here. We have a world to save. I don't think we should be here.
Pendleton, this doesn't seem like you.
What? No, this is totally like me. I don't know what you're talking about, but we really should go, nowish.
Pendleton,
Please.
do you know this situation?
And as you ask that question, and the guy asks for the password, Milo clears his throat and says, "Pendleton."
Oh, shit.
And the door opens.
What? I'm sorry, what was that password? Pendleton?
Oh, yeah, he was my, former mentor, the head of the guild before me.
I see.
One of the sharpest gnomes I've ever met. Anyway, let's go.
Sounds like a kind of guy that would be.
You notice Pendleton has gotten very quiet.
She's essentially poking him, mentally.
He's not saying a fucking word. Anyway, you all go inside.
No, Arlo stays outside and does a bunch of squats. No, I go inside.
Yeah, Wintera is kind of side-eyeing Saith, since obviously they've had a bunch of conversations about the shit that she talks about with Pendleton. She's just got this shit-eating look on her face.
I know, and Saith is like,
we were just talking about Pendleton. Are you serious? I'm gonna have to ask Wintera about this.
Totally should. This just sounds juicy.
This is so weird.
I know.
So you guys go in, and you all take a table, and Bargain starts talking to us. So, the thing that we're having issues with is there's this figure that's shown up in town. They've been causing a lot of damage, attacking a lot of guards, with these weird crystalled arrows.
Oh, you've got to be fucking kidding me.
You're familiar with these?
And crystals in general might not be the same ones, but sound similar to something.
The ones you're used to, purple?
No.
These are like amethyst arrowheads almost. This person's almost impossible to track even for us. Taken to calling them the Amethyst Shadow. Okay, we didn't. Like, some journalists did, but you get the idea. Anyway, we've been having difficulty tracking them down, and we were hoping you all might be able to assist us with this. Again, we're gonna have a very difficult time figuring out how to fix the world when things in our own backyard are setting on fire.
Like literally, or
No, right. You have that. I'm sorry. You notice Barden is actively avoiding eye contact with all three of you, but not like in a hateful way, in like a nervous way.
Barden, you got something to speak up with there, bud?
What? Oh, no, I'm just here to speak purely on the business of this. Milo elbows him. It's like, would you just clear the room already? My God, this is ridiculous. You're a child. It's like, ugh. I'm sorry I was an ass to you guys the first time.
I literally threatened your life.
I know, but I held a grudge longer than I should have. I didn't need to keep you guys out of the city. That was just... I have anger management issues. But it wasn't right, and I shouldn't have done it, and I'm sorry.
We all have room to grow.
Arlo, like, gets up, like, real close and he's like, you kept us out of the city. You ratted us out to our boss. Almost got us fired, almost got us in trouble. And you know the old saying, snitches get stitches. And he gets up, like, real close to him, trying to be intimidating, and then can't hold a straight face and just starts laughing. He's like, nah, fuck, you're fine. Like, we get it, we were kind of green, we kind of fucked up your whole day, and then your whole night, and then, like, probably several days afterwards, probably several months afterwards. You honestly, out of this deal, got the raw end of it. Like, you are fine.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Oh. That went much better than I thought it would. And then Milo turns like, I told you.
Yeah, we were all in the wrong, man. It's okay.
Just be an adult. It's fine.
You can't know these things if you don't talk about them.
Exactly. Hey, by the way, you guys notice anything that might be missing?
I wanted to say, but there was not really a good moment. That sword is dope as hell. Where did you get that?
Oh, yeah. This... Isn't he handsome?
Pulls him out to show.
Hey.
Yeah. He...
Arlo leans over to Wintera. Is like, has Say started like talking to her weapons like Seven does in the time that I've been gone?
Okay, so I'm getting there, because this is, in fact, relevant information for once. You know how you have Pendleton? By the way, we have to talk about the thing that happened earlier. The thing with Pendleton, you know.
When Tara kind of isn't sure about how to react when she says that, considering Barden and Milo are in the room.
Oh, Milo's jaw is on the ground when you say the thing with Pendleton. Like, as if you know who that is personally. He looks
I just need
shocked.
Password! Just talking about, the password. I thought it was a funny password.
Roll
password,
deception
guys.
with disadvantage, because you did not say that.
And Wintera's expression probably isn't helping because she's like in her head, like apologizing to Pendleton, like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. I didn't think she was going to mention that. I was going to ask you about it later.
That's like an unhelp action.
That's a critical one.
Milo looks at you like, you know Pendleton?
No.
Saith, you are many things, but a good liar is not one of them.
I'm not great at deception. I'm working on it.
Wintera's like super quickly trying to get him to respond, like, is this okay? Am I okay to mention this? Should I try to like get out of here? Should I run?
Say nothing. Please.
Why are we talking about the guy that's trapped in your ring?
Shut him up now. I'm not emotionally ready to deal with this.
Arlo, you know that this is just a silly thing. It's just a random name I thought of once in a dream.
I don't get what you're talking
so
about.
anyway,
Remember we bought that ring?
My sword! We were
And like
talking about that, remember?
if
You see
someone
this
dies
beautiful-
while wearing it, their soul gets sucked in there. So like, there's a soul in your ring. You said the guy said his name was Pendleton. He's been giving you like battle advice. Like, have I been gone that long? Did you guys forget already?
Milo looks dead at Wintera and says, we will talk about this later.
Yep. Yep, that's fine.
Sorry. Anyway, so my sword, it is my deity. He will join me by my side and, help me become a warlock. Guys, this is Varus.
You have a deity in your sword?
Technically, I'm actually just like, I'm not the Raven Queen. I just sort of like work for her, and you're like my co-partner in it. Really, that's
Did I say Raven Queen at any point in time?
I know, but like, I'm not your deity. I'm not a god.
I mean,
I appreciate the up boost. Don't get me wrong. I'm doing wonders for my confidence.
You're
but
basically a demi. You know
I'm
what? They can't.
dead.
Varus.
Oh,
They
fine.
can't hear us.
Yeah, I know. No, they can't hear you. They can't hear me. They can hear you.
Arlo is like whispering to Winterra, like, get a straitjacket, like, now. We've seen what she can do with just a knife. Just get a straitjacket. She snapped. It's been I don't know how well you've kept in contact. She's gone.
Oh,
she's fully snapped. Look, let's not point fingers.
Guys,
We gotta handle this. She's like, we love our friend. We gotta get her somewhere safe and padded.
Okay, alright, that's enough. I'm glad to see that you guys fixed it. I am very proud of you. I picked the Raven Queen, and with that, she gave me a soul follower to assist in my use of magic. Happy now?
You see Varus floating over the table giving you the thumbs up.
That's what I thought. Okay, cool. And that soul advisor.
Oh, you've got a spiritual conduit and advisor.
Yes. And it just happens to be my first love.
Varus turns red. He's like,
Wait, what?
Oh.
That is the
Yeah,
worst
we hadn't
way.
gotten there yet. That wasn't relevant information when I was 15, but I mean, now that I'm 32, it feels like relevant information.
Well, this is going to impact our working relationship a little bit. I have to process this. Peace.
Yeah,
And
think
peace.
about how I felt when you died, you asshole. Alright, moving on.
Will this pact with the Raven Queen impact anything? Winterra's kind of prodding curiously, not sure too much about the Raven Queen herself.
She's good. She's a good deity.
How much do I know about the Raven Queen?
roll religion.
I have never once in my life heard the name the Raven Queen. It's a natural one.
You think she's talking about, like, a rock band?
I mean, I've heard Raven Queen, and I've heard they put on a pretty good show, but like, I never thought of them like as a full-on deity. I mean,
You think they're a new metal band? So Barin looks at you like, so, ignoring the last, 15 minutes, you'll help us?
Of course.
Without hesitation.
Got nothing better to do.
And as they seem pretty happy about this, you hear the cracking of an ice-cold potion off in a distant corner. You all look over, and you see
No.
this shirtless man,
God damn it.
Oh no.
very shiny in physique, almost as if he was covered in oil.
Fucking.
Oh god.
And
Fucking.
as he walks over, you notice, while all of this is strange, the strangest part is his distinctly different pigeon head. And he says,
There you are, safe. I've been looking for you. Daddy sent me to find you to let you know we made good on our promise. The circus is in town.
and that is where we shall pause our tale for now. Hello, everyone. This is your sometimes benevolent, often malevolent Dungeon Master, Jordan Roman, thanking you all for listening and asking you to stick around for the end of the episode for some bloopers that didn't quite get to make it into the episode proper. But before that, I'd like to encourage you to head on over to our Patreon, over at patreon.com/Agents of Damned. so you can get more wonderful content from us, including our peek behind the screen, where we talk more about this episode and all the crazy things that happened, including our returning guest appearance. That's right, look forward to that. We also have our monthly Tales of episodes, where we do deep dives into other characters that aren't necessarily always the agents. Of course, we also offer shoutouts like we do for SC Lark, who got to take place in a monthly one-shot raffle with us. We did our first one with him. It was a heist-themed adventure DM'd by Drew. It was really fun. We all had a lot of fun. Hashtag Scott's Car. Be sure to check him out on Twitter. You can also check out our website over at agentsofdamned.com, where you can get full transcriptions, cast bios, and a link to our merch store. We have a bunch of fun stuff. You can also find that at tpublic.com/user/AOD. As I said earlier, we have social medias. Our Facebook is AOD. Our Instagram and TikTok are Agents of Damned, and our Twitter is Agents of D. We also have our own personal Twitters with me at Pokechap, Christina at Greekachu, Kagi at Missy Mystery, spelled MYSSY Mystery, and Drew at Liger Cero. That is Liger, CER, and the number 0, not the letter 0. That doesn't exist. Again, don't forget to tag him in hashtag Scott's Car. You can also bother Drew, as well as talk to the rest of us and our community at large over on our Discord over at AOD. We send out links to that every once in a while on our Twitter and various other social medias, so be sure to follow us on those if you want to get in on our growing community. And if you want a little bit more of us, well, here's some places you can do that. Katie and I are starting a new podcast this month called The Monster Menagerie, where we take a look into the mythos behind some of history and legend's most infamous monsters. We're looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot of fun. We hope you enjoy it too. Of course, we also do Twitch streaming over at twitch.tv/AODcast. You can catch me doing what once was RPGs. Now I'm kind of shifting over to side-scroller beat-em-ups. I'm currently doing a playthrough of Castle Crashers on Saturdays starting at noon. So check that out. We have more projects in the works, so keep an ear out for that as well. If you could leave us a review, it would help the show out a lot, as well as sharing the show with a friend. This helps us to grow, so you get more of that amazing content from us. And until next time, bye.
This sucks. What is wrong, Betty? I'm trying to figure out a new dessert option for the menu. Apparently people don't like dark chocolate anchovy grilled parfait. It is interesting issue. Have you considered searching outside of ourselves? Perhaps might I recommend Just Cheesecakes by Tina Rose. Who that? Who that? Why, Just Cheesecake by Tina Rose is local bakery that specializes in cheesecake found in southern Charlotte, North Carolina. As the name implies, they make cheesecake. Is that all? I mean, hell, I can do that. Oh, Betty, you misunderstand. They make so many. They have regular cheesecake, they have cupcake cheesecake. They have so many amazing options for you to choose from. Interesting. Where can I find them? You can find them on facebook.com at Just Cheesecakes by Tina Rose. There they have all sorts of pictures of all of the different cheesecake that they make. And when you're ready to order, you can contact them there. Sounds good. I guess I'll give that a shot. Remember, Betty, it's Just Cheesecakes by Tina Rose.
I can just put in the stuff from previously.
No.
No?
Wait, you want me to re-roll it?
Fuck yeah, I do.
Oh, shit.
Major Ben a lie in it.
Oh, fuck. I didn't think you made me do it. Oh god. Alright.
Better roll good again.
Oh fuck. Okay. What am I rolling again?
Let's see if you get advantage again.
You will.
we walk past other people who got the same explanation earlier, and I was like, "What's with the bear woman?" And Arlo's just like, "Don't kink shame me."
Arlo, what does that word mean?
That was a joke. That's not canon. That was an out of character joke. That's not canon. I didn't say it. No.
Which is good because it's very telling for Arlo to say he's into bears.
No. That was an out of character bit. That's blooper reel shit. Get out of here with that.
Canonically, Arlo loves hairy men.
Canonically, you fuck off.
I can't with you guys.
Erwin's still single, I think. I don't know what's going on. He might be into Nelg, but,
Christina, I will cover that room right now and I'll sweep your fucking leg out from underneath you.
He doesn't have teeth as big as me.
I have always heard that there's at least one gay twin. You know, I can definitely picture Erwin and Nelg being an item. It would honestly be really cute.
Yeah, at least one.
At least one.
At least one.
At least one.
Sometimes both. Porque no los dos.
Porque no las dos.
Anyway. Then recap.
And then we do a recap.
Can we blooper that? Can that be a blooper?
Yes.
Oh boy.
The only thing that could have been made better was like, how about a recap?
Okay, quick side tangent. Have you listened to the Dungeons and Dragons fetch quest?
No.
Oh no.
Listen
I
to
haven't
it.
been able to, no.
Listen to it. It's very good. Getting back on track.
Alright.
And you guys at episode 42 finally meet.
Thanks, I love it.
Beginning of what is the epic bromance, I'm sure.
Oh my goodness.
Yo, speaking of bears.
Arvin.
No.
Harlow?
Yes.
People can just have friends, you know?
Yeah, you guys tried telling me that about Bookworm and see where that left us.
She has a point.
That's on you. I didn't make that happen.
So...
Yeah.
I was actually very tempted to have her roll sneak attack damage.
Oh yeah, by the way, the thief stagger is in your stomach right now, and she's got all your gold.
All 75 men.
Oh,
Let's be true.
dang it, not again, say.